Starting off with Cloud9 versus Flyquest, though. You're excited about this, I know, Chiefs.
Yeah, of course. It's always a lot of fun when we get to see Squishy and Gimmick play, and especially since they're so mechanically gifted. We've talked about it all the time. A lot of space to work with in 2v2, and it'll be a lot of fun to see what those mechanics, there we go. That's a sentence that makes more sense. What those mechanics can do on the pitch versus Flyj and A-Quest. Moses and AJ. There we go. And on Flyquest. So yeah. Really curious to see how they stand up, because Flyquest looked a little bit shaky when we saw them earlier on. They made it through day one, if only just, but they got there. So they have their work cut out for them in this first match.
Yeah, Cloud9, they'll definitely be coming into this one as the favorites. So they pretty much are for the entirety of the central region. There's lots of competition out there, though. It's really our first opportunity to see them. We sort of passed by them because just have expectation that they'd make it to this point. Now that they have done so, time to finish off the job.
Okay, well, a couple of things for you guys at home. As always, to keep an eye out for. One of them, of course, is our Dual Force Achievement Unlock. That will be presented to any player who manages to get 7 goals and make 11 saves during a series. We gave it away twice on day number 1 yesterday. Didn't manage to give it away, unfortunately, but that will be given away for any player who puts in that significant contribution to his team. Now, on a slightly more serious note, as always, thanks to our fantastic partners over at Soylent. For every goal that's scored during Season 2 of the Universal Open, they will be donating 10 meals to the World Food Program USA. It's a fantastic cause. You can get involved as well. All you got to do is head over to wfpusa.org/universal Open, to get involved and support what is a fantastic cause. Now, I think we were on 97, I believe it was.
Yeah, 97
yesterday. Just short of the record, but we've got some games ahead of us today, so that might change. But let's talk about our game number 1 then, gentlemen. We're about to get into this. I believe that the players are ready to go. We're hyped to go as well in this. We've got an interesting set of teams. Actually, let's talk about it a little bit broader than this game number 1. We've got, obviously, those 2 teams that made the lower bracket runs yesterday as well that are sitting there. Are we going to see another upset? Because we played our Joker card yesterday. We got it right.
I know you've got it in front of you here today,
I do.
Chief.
I'm
going to play it today at some point.
For at some point, there will be a game where I must make a decision about who I think is going to get upset. And it's tough to say because the loser of this match goes down and they play... They'll
play the very last one, and I believe that they have
It's not Seoul. It's...
Ducks on Quack.
Ducks on Quack.
There you are.
Thank you very much. So that
process of elimination.
Yeah, we'll get there. There's only 4. But yeah, it could be a pretty tight match because Ducks on Quack have looked pretty good. It's Rellies and Alpha Cap, if I remember correctly.
Yes.
So they've been
Who
playing
I'm
pretty
hoping
well.
has gone and got himself a new controller.
Yeah, hopefully.
Yes.
Yeah, had a rough start yesterday. But
It's
they
an
ended up
investment
winning
at
that
this
game.
point.
They ended up winning that game yesterday. So
Yes. So, I mean, for Cloud9, for those of you out there that have not heard about Cloud9, welcome to Rocket League to start with. Very mechanically gifted. Definitely like to use... I mean, there's been a lot of teams out there that have sort of been very centralized with the way they play the ball. They'll take it down. They're looking to try and force challenges and try and progress the ball that way. Cloud9 might be a little bit more flashy. We're not really too sure how we're going to see it because there's a lack of 2v2 tournaments out there. This is the biggest one out there. But I think for Cloud9 especially as a team that's going to make use of the walls a lot more, a lot more passing play, something that they've definitely been known for in Freeze, and that sort of synergy will carry over. For Flyquest, it's going to be all about maintaining and sort of keeping up with them. Make sure that you are nailing those challenges. Don't give too many options. I would like them to keep an eye on the off-ball player, not allowing those passes to really be too easy because you can cut those out and get yourself a decent scoring opportunity. But Flyquest, they've got to be on their balls.
Now, let's talk about Flyquest a little bit here. Obviously, AJ and Moses making up this lineup. AJ managed to get that Dual Force Achievement Unlock on day number 1 in our first series of the day, so he was playing pretty well. He's obviously going to bring the same sort of fire into this game because this is a big ask of these guys. It's a very simple but difficult question at the moment. What have they got to do to disrupt Cloud9 here and potentially cause the upset?
So what you're going to see a lot of, because of the way Cloud9 tends to play, usually Squishy's the one in charge of the ball. Gimmick usually plays in support of Squishy, so generally if you can challenge Squishy before he gets to that, sidewall and takes it up into the air, you should be in pretty decent shape. So if you're looking to at least stop some of the more dangerous attempts, it's going to be limiting how many chances Squishy or Gimmick get off the walls, I think. So you got to be able to challenge them early. If you do that, you stand an okay chance.
Any little tips, any inkling that you can give to these guys to maybe take down the Titans of Cloud9?
Don't get trapped. One of the worst things you can do against Cloud9 is you get trapped on your own back line where the midfield now belongs to Cloud9. They'll lock you down. They'll keep putting shots into the goal area, and then eventually they'll just go, we're not going to do it anymore. Infield pass, then you're all completely done. So don't get trapped on the back line. Make sure you are challenging absolutely everything, because if you don't, you're going to get opened up.
Come out with some hot fire. That's what Flyquest have got to do. Prediction times, gentlemen, very, very quickly before we get into our game number 1.
C9. Can't bet against him. AJ Moses looked a little too shaky day
Shogun?
C9.
C9. Here we go then, ladies and gentlemen. Game number 1 of the day is underway. We're going to have a qualifier. It's going to be either Cloud9 or Flyquest.
Well, the central region has definitely been the most hotly contested of every region we've had so far. Flyquest would love to keep that going for us. Called off the ball. And Moses is going to be all the way back by himself. For Achieves, main thing I'm looking at right now is going to be Moses right now. Because AJ, he's been very proven recently, but Moses, we don't get to see too much of him anymore when it comes to high-level competition.
Yeah, Moses really took a fairly extended hiatus, you could say. Maybe even might have kind of backed off on the whole competitive aspirations aspect, but he's put on a pretty okay show. But this is where it really counts. You got to step up and prove that you're worth being at regionals.
Gimmick rocking the Dominus. I'm sure we'll get plenty of time to discuss the sudden change of a lot of these players going for that Dominus as of late. But Squishy's got the setup over to Gimmick. Great setup play, and Gimmick, well, he's never going to miss those.
Yeah, he's really not. AJ tried to get up to this one, actually just missed the timing. He had a pretty decent read on the ball, just didn't manage the speed all the way up, and he ended up just setting it up against the back wall. Squishy recovered. That's an easy pass. Gimmick was just waiting for it.
Gimmick, you just saw how far up the field he was. Trusting Squishy.
They like to play that way. They're so used to having Torment back behind them. So it wouldn't surprise me if every now and again the goals you see get scored against Cloud9 are going to be wide open. I believe that.
We've seen some teams that have been happy just to go forward. We've seen some teams that have been happier to stay back, which has been much more preferable to you right now, as there's going to be another one. Gimmick this time scoring from the midfield.
I was actually writing down the details of the last one last time, so let's see what happened. Moses soft tap, and he just goes up and steals it, yeah. AJ, I think, thought he had a bit more time to work with, but Gimmick, great recognition there back on his own half. Said that's a weak touch. Just stole it away.
Seems like Flyquest are thinking that they got more time than they do. Cloud9 are just attacking every single time the ball is loose. Squishy. Straight over to Gimmick again. Already one goal off from the hat-trick, but AJ needed to be taking that one. It was a hard angle, and...
Oh, no. Squishy's... Okay, there we go.
Yeah,
He's
no
back under control.
No problem.
No boost, no problem.
AJ, over the top of Gimmick. This is the opportunity, and they will take it. AJ just floating.
Just an awkward scenario all around from Cloud9. Not the greatest clear ever, and AJ just had a ton of boost to work with in the midfield, and probably Cloud9 thinking he was bound to run out sooner or later, but he started with, 90, 100, and he just floated all the way home.
So for the first time, Flyquest get themselves on the board. There's a lot of Cloud9's own doing, however. And there's the follow-up, Squishy. Can't quite pick up his first.
And that's twice. You've seen AJ miss time the ball coming off the back wall, and that could prove very fatal. If there's any two characters in this qualifier that are the most capable of scoring double taps off the walls, it's going to be Cloud9.
Gimmick. That was a very quick recovery from him, and AJ be happy to see that one bouncing off the wall. Gimmick back down. Just going on the hunt. Moses managed to avoid, and now he's on the transition. Squishy gets the tap.
Bad clear.
Over to AJ. Shot. Very slow. I think he was trying to bait out the pre-jump.
I think he wanted to get it all the way to the left side of the net. He just didn't get around it all the way.
Flyquest still probing, though, for that second goal. And that is the chance. Gimmick will not be there in time. And Moses will put that one in.
Yeah, Gimmick definitely thinking that this was going to be a much easier challenge than it was. AJ holding on to the flip to the very last moment. Actually managed to stall the car upside down, too, and just catch a little piece of it on the clear. And it just stuck right on the goal line. And Moses more than happy to tie things up.
So from 2-0 to 2-0, fake kickoff. Squishy. Opportunity for him. He's off the backboard. There's going to be Gimmick, and that is the most effective fake kickoff I have seen in, I think, about 4 months.
It was such a risky play from Gimmick, too, because if AJ clears that, I mean, Gimmick's hung out to dry. He's waiting on the opposite end of the goal. He's just believing Squishy can get that one over to him.
I do have a like the positioning, though, from Gimmick. Recognizing that Squishy was coming in from a very tight angle, so don't go central. If you go central, the ball's always running away from you. Instead, you let the ball come straight to him. So Cloud9 managed to get themselves back into the lead. So mechanically gifted right now, much every single player on the pitch. Moses can't get it out as AJ. That is a big challenge from him, and he has come out well. Moses, don't think he knows what he wants to do with it.
I think he saw
and
AJ.
Now he's got to try and race back.
Ooh, good save there, but I think Moses saw AJ coming off the back wall, and he didn't want to accidentally mess up the play. And I think AJ was saying, no, I don't have it. Come and get it. But by then it was too late.
Sealing a reset. Squishy. That's a lovely challenge as well. AJ will be by himself.
Oh, Moses got that demo. That was a free goal for AJ. Unfortunate.
Gimmick able to avoid and fake out the challenge. Now gets another challenge for himself. These aerial plays from Cloud9 unresponded to so far from Flyquest. This is now going to turn into a war of boost. AJ, he's on his very last few bits. Cleared out.
Correct me if I'm wrong, Shogun. Didn't we say when we saw Flyquest during day one, we thought they would play up a lot better than they showed us on day one, yeah?
Yeah, well, that's going to be another goal put in. 2 goals is the lead. And continue your 4 achieves before you were so rudely interrupted by a goal.
Well, I was just saying that I actually do feel like they've played pretty well because you and I weren't too sure about what we were going to get out of Moses today, and he hasn't looked, you know, anywhere near as shaky as he looked in day one. It's definitely been a 2-man effort from Flyquest as opposed to the 1-man army that was AJ on day one.
I've always liked Moses when he just doesn't have an opportunity to think too much during a game. As long as the match is played at a very quick pace, his natural decision-making is usually better than his decision-making when he's had an opportunity to hesitate.
Well, that was a great challenge for Moses in front of the net, and followed up with another good one from AJ. Came in at a great angle to stop the clear, and also fortunately found the back of the net, so they were within 1 with 50 left, and Flyquest have an okay chance here in Game 1.
Yep. Got locked down for number 4, now Flyquest. Back in. Here's some of these amazing mechanics. Double flip reset there from Squishy.
Casually.
Casually. I still can't half flip, by the way. Squishy.
Oh, he missed the
He's going to
boost.
keep going here, and that's going to be
He
all
missed
the way
the
around the
boost.
world.
That hurts my soul. AJ was rotating back in the midfield, and he was like, I'm going to challenge on the wall, said hang on, and then he missed it, and Squishy said, mate, you're just done.
Now, one thing I do from very few players, including ones, a flip. Like, he'll fake the use of his second flip by rotating in the same sort of manner. We saw it back in Season 4 against Method. Cured from Cloud9. Makes you think that he's out of options when actually...
And that really is having such highly developed mechanical skill, you know? Because everybody knows that Squishy Muffins is going to make you think twice. And when you know he's going to make you think twice, but you don't know how he's going to do it, it's that much more dangerous. And AJ just sits there and watches, and it's 7-3 out of nowhere. And that's the best part. This game was so much closer than 7-3.
Yeah, it just seems like Flyquest have sort of resigned themselves to the fact that they will be losing this one. But for Cloud9, this is the statement sent.
Yes, we will see you at Regionals. Oh wait, Game 2.
Well, game number 1, dominant from the boys in blue.
Yeah, fantastic performance there from the guys on Cloud9. Dominant, correct. No warm-up period here for Cloud9. I think they've definitely been playing a few games beforehand because, I mean, they just looked flawless at points there. Incredible stuff from them.
Well, that was the funny thing, because early on you saw Squishy, especially Squishy, go for those, you know, a couple double taps right next to the goal line, missing those 2 taps, and AJ and Moses both kind of letting him go for that. And I think as that game went on, AJ and Moses didn't really find an answer for that. They kept letting Squishy try it, and at the end of the game, he ended up hitting him.
Yeah, I mean, you're just going to take a look at this. I did take a mention just before this series that Cloud9 were going to be making use of the walls. I think it might have been an understatement, to be completely honest. But this is really good here from AJ, and this is what Flyquest need more of. They are doing... When they get an opportunity to lock down the midfield, they've done incredibly well, but Cloud9, off the ball, just keep stealing those back 2 boosts. And it's making Flyquest just naturally slower.
Yeah. And they're trying, you know. They're trying to push up aggressive and challenge things, but again, that boost control has been so well monitored, as you'd expect, and also not surprised to see, you know, Cloud9 keep that aggressive 2-man front forward that they like to play even in 3v3. Squishy and Gimmick like to push up a lot together in the 3v3 environment, and they've hung on to that in 2v2. They feel like they know what that's worth, and they know that they think they can get back in plenty of time.
It's almost like they back themselves to just pull off the play. It's like, why do you need to defend when you're going to score the chances that you create anyway? But we're going to not mess about here. We're straight into our game number 2, gentlemen. Once again, it's over to you.
Well, the last one, I think the scoreline might have not done Flyquest too much justice. They definitely kept this incredibly close until the final 30 seconds. They're going to look to try and capitalize on that this time around and maybe take themselves a win. Gimmick. Can't get it out too much further. Squishy just making sure that that boost will not be stolen by Moses.
Ooh.
And AJ is going to be having to chase this one down on 11 boost. He's going to try and keep it.
If he had more, you can bet he was going to try and shoot it.
Challenge. Not needed. Squishy. Right over the top of the attempted flick.
Oh, is this a breakaway? No, he doesn't have the boost.
It's going to be Moses. He tries to race it down, and he's got it done. Moses took a shot incredibly quickly. I don't know from the angle he came from. That's actually a very...
It's a
very clean shot.
Yeah, it's because you weren't sure, because he had to come all the way across the ball. You weren't sure if Squishy was going to catch a piece of him on the way across as well. I thought for sure Squishy was going to make it back, but, you know, you're talking about you appreciate Moses' quick decision-making, and he just says, look, I'm going to go for it, and he beat him there.
AJ, back out once again. 1-0. 1 minute now down in this game. Flyquest keeping this as tight as they possibly can, as that was almost some mechanical brilliance there from AJ.
Now this will be, sorry to cut you off, but it'll just be fun to see how Cloud9 gets to play from behind, because they did start off ahead in the last one. We saw Allegiance get a little bit shaky over the past couple of days when they didn't start off ahead. So what does Cloud9 do? And it starts off with a missed save from Moses. Gimmick ties things up.
Yeah, Gimmick's positioning on the shot was incredibly good, but Moses, he'll want to have this one back. Just couldn't quite get there for the save. And going back to your point, just seemed like Allegiance had panic button in there, but we've seen Cloud9 on stage, often referred to as the robots of Rocket League.
Absolutely.
Don't seem to have a panic button in there, as there's going to be AJ shut down on his shot.
Oh, he needed a much better catch than that. Drove a little bit too far back, and now it's a free ball for C9.
Gimmick making use of some width. AJ chasing him down. He knows he doesn't want Gimmick to just swipe across that one off the backboards. I've been put down. This could be an opportunity for Flyquest. Moses would like to have seen AJ a bit further back. Now we go to the up end of the field. Cloud9 looking to grab this lead. Squishies, he's grabbed himself some boost.
Oh, he clipped him.
0 boost on AJ. I'd like to have seen him force a challenge rather than trying to flick, especially on 0 boost. Now Moses follows it up. Can't quite find the angle. Now 2v1, Squishy and Gimmick. Who's going to be going for it? Flick will be stopped there by AJ. Moses beat once again. AJ's going to be called into the line of action, and he can't do anything. 2-1. Flyquest just need that little bit more.
Yeah, he tried his best to make the first one work, but as soon as AJ was on the back wall with 6 boost, he was like, Moses, if you don't win this challenge, we're toast. And that was exactly the case. So tough to make saves off the back wall with no momentum and no boost to work with. Kind of just hoping they shoot it right at you at that point.
Just over half the game remaining now. Squishy looks for the corner. Flyquest using the backboard. Squishy will be pushing the ball back out once again.
Moses having a little bit of connection issues. I think he's locked up over in the blue half of the pitch. He's just sitting right in front of the goal. It's all AJ right now on defense.
Well, AJ gonna have to try and play this one out, unfortunately. Saw something very similar happening yesterday, and I mean,
he doesn't want to. He doesn't want to.
Yeah,
they're having a little fun.
I believe Moses is now back in.
Oh, and he just steals it. Does he get it?
As soon as Moses is back, you might as well just go straight for it. You know what? Fair is fair at that point. As soon as Moses started playing again, you can go for it, as far as I'm concerned.
Oh, that was funny. It was the most delicate, you know, waltz around the ball I've ever seen in Rocket League.
Now, what we can say, though, is this is the second time we've had an issue where a player has sort of had to stop. You know, controller issues, connection issues, anything like that. And that is the second time the Central region has provided us with
some great,
a level of fair.
The sportsmanship is real in the Central region, you know. I'm from the Midwest. I totally get it.
No freestyle o'clock.
No freestyle o'clock, because we're not good enough. Squishy and Gimmick are, but I'm not. My sportsmanship is because I'm bad. Their sportsmanship is because they're good.
Oh, thank you for not hitting the ball. Yeah, mate, it was just because I couldn't. Gimmick Tap straight down. It's going to be Squishy's opportunity. Just so aggressive with Cloud9.
And they're just right on top of the box, saying if you want to clear it, you're going to have to get through 2 of us.
Scary as well, because if they lose a single challenge,
they're done.
It leaves it open, but it's not even a thought that goes into their minds. Moses, just over the top. 1 goal needed still. Cloud9 up 2 goals to 1. Pinch attempt is not that powerful, and AJ using some whip. He's got 61 boost. Tries to be a little bit tricky, and he's got a hold of it. Talks about faking out flips earlier. AJ did exactly that.
Yeah, and it didn't really look the cleanest, too. I think Gimmick saw that flip and might have just thought he was a little bit too far forward.
As far as I'm, like, those wall jumps, you know, the flip sort of goes a bit quicker, and maybe Gimmick thought that the flip was gone. There was no opportunity to go for a second one. Must have used the very last possible millisecond to get a hold of that. But
and it's right back. Ooh.
After a bit of brilliance to be scored on like that, Cloud9 be more than happy.
Yeah, Moses makes a decent challenge, tries to get the double touch. AJ ready to move forward, sees the miss, tries to rotate back in the net. Unfortunately, Gimmick in the right place at the right time and just fires one towards the corner. And there's no way he was going to reach that.
14 seconds. Flyquest, they need this ball as quickly as they possibly can. Cloud9 to win would put them on series point. Gimmick taking it in the most awkward position possible. AJ, that's going to be... That was the took it away from Moses. Too heavy, too strong, will drop to the floor. West, they won.
I think you make a very good point there. If they're going to win a game, they're probably going to be looking at that one as one that they could have taken. And if you take that game, I mean, the confidence just flows through the team, but kind of a story of missed opportunities there.
Yeah. I mean, they played a great game. Also, hats off Gimmick and Squishy, you know, not running up the score when they had the chance. But either way, it was 12 shots to 5. Gimmick and Squishy, they're so confident when they move up to offense, and it's so interesting to see them have that much belief in their capability to challenge the ball from any angle. Because, like you said, all it takes is, you know, one strong clear over their heads, and it's a quick breakaway back the other side. And Gimmick and Squishy have shown impeccable challenging capabilities from up close on offense.
Yeah, it's just doesn't seem to be much of a thought in their mind, but that was just a beautiful goal right there.
Just and they gave it right back.
Convincing the defender that there was no more opportunities there, and just to hook straight underneath it, superb. But Flyquest, they've got some really good plays in them, but it just seems like the more basic stuff is actually going wrong for them. The fundamentals have sort of been a little bit shaky.
There's been a few times that we've seen, you know, the likes of AJ pull off something absolutely beautiful, but then a few seconds afterwards they concede in a way that kind of just deflates them completely. It's like they have to work so hard.
You've got to score an 8 out of 10 goal to concede a 3 out of 10 goal.
Exactly, and that's just, you know, it's devastating for the guys. But, you know, they're given as good as they get at the moment, and as we say, these are 2 of the best players in the world that they're going up against at the moment. So, you know, no mean feat in trying to beat these guys. But Cloud9, for me, have been, throughout all the regions that we've seen so far,
clean.
So I think clean is the perfect way to put it. They are playing that game where they're trying to, you know, win the ball high up the field. They're winning a lot of challenges. They're playing a risky game, but at the same time, it's not risky if you're pulling it off every single time. So
it's like the best part is it's a different type of risky as we move here into day number 3. You know, we saw the JNaps and Garrett G risky, which is, you know, do whatever the heck you want whenever you want. As Gimmick starts off game number 3, 8 seconds in. And Cloud9's version of risky is just try and make something happen, and if they're not there, just put it in.
Well, I was talking earlier on about scoring 8 out of 10 goals to concede a 3 out of 10 goal. That might be a 2 out of 10. Just AJ with a complete whiff. And that is going to be very deflating for Flyquest. They have to win this one. Otherwise, they will be dropped down into the lower bracket. And that means that they would be playing in our very last game of today's broadcast against Ducks on Quack. Which I believe would be a rematch.
Would it be?
I think it might be.
Let me go check.
Moses. Trying to get that one out. Squishy continuing on. Infield, straight over to Gimmick. Might have the double tap available for himself. He's got the setup.
Flyquest played Soul. On stream. Oh, the best part is I have the bracket printed off right in front of me. I could just look at that.
I'm trying to play-by-play over here at Cheese, okay? My eyes are glued to the screen at all moments.
It's like, come on, color guy. Look at other things.
Squishy, he's going to be looking directly at the net. There's no way he can miss that one. And Cloud9 just making this look simple at this moment in time.
And again, it's just one missed challenge. Moses and AJ, they're trying to make something happen here. And they've got plenty of time to work with. I think they went a little bit too aggressive on that challenge. But either way, Cloud9 off to a strong start here in game number 3. And all they have to do really is...
So I was correct about there being a rematch. I was incorrect about who it would be against.
Yes.
So at current prediction, Flyquest would be having a rematch against Seoul Esports, but still plenty of match left to play. Flyquest just need to get something going for themselves. The start of this game has gone so far against them. Off the backboard, Moses, he's got to get over here.
Scramble.
There's the flick over the top. AJ will not be there for that one. Gimmick just happy to rotate straight back in. AJ.
Oh, what a block.
Lovely challenge. This has got to be Moses. And he's got it straight back down to AJ. Took a couple of extra steps, but for Flyquest, that is crucial.
You're not sure if Moses wanted to shoot this one or pass it, but okay, he got real under that. Very much looked like a pass, so nice play from Moses, not trying to do too much with it, because you knew it was going to be a weak shot if he put it on target. Squishy and Gimmick probably would have just tasked that one away, and nice finish from AJ.
Flyquest, once again, making a meal of this game. Gimmick up, unchallenged. That allows AJ to move back in, but he didn't quite control the ball. Leaves Cloud9 to keep their ball into their own control. Now AJ over the top. He's got 17 boosts left. Almost got the flick over the top of Squishy.
He's trying. AJ doing a lot of legwork, getting this ball over onto the Cloud9 half all series.
He's going to be on the ball yet again.
Flip reset?
Just bounced off it awkwardly. But yeah, this is all AJ right now. He is rocking and rolling when trying to get this ball forward. Now Moses up. It's going to be awkward, actually, as Gimmick forced to push that straight back over into the corner, and AJ's not going to give him any room to breathe. Gimmick's ball control just...
He doesn't need it. He just creates it.
Taking straight over.
All right, one-on-one. Oh, he hit it too hard.
Might still be able to force a challenge, but instead it's going to be Moses by himself against Squishy. Look at that lovely little tap down. He keeps the ball under his control. And now Squishy,
just
delayed jump flick. 3 goals to 1. Flyquest, they're trying, but it's just been made that little bit more difficult.
And that is exactly what we were talking about back in game number 1. It's not even that special, you know, from Squishy Muffins. It's just, you know, a little pop-up off the dribble and a hard shot into the right-hand side. But the funny thing is Moses has no idea what he's going to do next. You know, he could short hop, go into a wave dash with a little kick out to the side, and then dribble you. He could do so many different things, and that is the power of being Squishy.
He literally doesn't even have to shoot. To
Yeah,
be completely honest, he can just fake that one straight underneath as well.
You just don't know what he's going to do.
Caught it yesterday, rock, paper, scissors. But if you lose, you get scored on. If you win, cool. AJ gets demoed. I'd like to start to see him opening up the play a little bit. AJ seems to be trying to solo play too much for my liking. And it's been recognized by Cloud9. They're getting 2 players behind the ball. They know that AJ cannot beat both of them. There's another early shot. Moses was available for the infield. Now all the way back. Trying to force the challenge, and Flyquest. It just seems like it's too fast right now. You've still got a minute. Create quality opportunities rather than trying to rush forward for everything.
Well, that's the funny thing. I think they keep trying to hit it so hard because Gimmick has always been positioned so far forward when Squishy is rotating back. Gimmick has just been so far up the field that they think they can just long touch that one over his head. And he's done a great job of stopping all the attempts, getting to him, throwing him into the corner, keeping him close to him as well. Gimmick's done a great job out of the midfield.
There's a big challenge win there. Gimmick off the backboard. And that could be it. Squishy rounds out his hat trick. 4 goals to 1.
He tried. He tried to keep this one out real hard. But a piece isn't good enough. Got to get all of it. Just skims off the car and right in the corner. Unfortunate.
Had to jump and hope, and unfortunately it was not enough. Of Cloud9, this...
Pretty easy series. I mean, okay, I won't say easy, but in terms of, you know, having to showcase mechanical brilliance to beat Moses and AJ, there was a little mechanical brilliance, but I'm not sure if they would have needed it here.
I would definitely agree that I believe Cloud9 have got just that one extra level that they can reach.
Moses and AJ didn't play a terrible series, to be fair.
Definitely
they made
not.
him try. It was just...
And I'm sure a slice of that $100,000 as Cloud9 just controlling the pace of this game from the offset.
Yeah, it got out of hand a little bit too early on, and then and wide open net there to concede the second goal that early. It really set Flyquest off on the back foot just to get started even, and it's a tough ask at that point.
Yeah, we've seen it a couple of times. Teams where they absolutely need to step up to be conceding 2 goals incredibly early in those matches, and whenever that happens, it completely changes. Rotate as they want, it's all down to their opponents. Also, Flyquest, they were solid. A little bit extra in the tank, but...
Just a little.
Yeah, they were just outclassed by a team that just had more ideas and more in the arsenal.
Yeah, good opportunity, though, for Quest. If you're going to... Of course, they're not out of it yet. They're going to drop down into our lower bracket now, where they have one more shot at Qualifier. Scored during that series, 120 meals going to the World Food Programme USA, thanks to our fantastic partners over at Soylent. Again, if you want to get involved, and we really do hope that you do, head over to wfpusa.org/Universal Open and get involved with a fantastic cause. Thanks again to our partners over at Soylent. But, gentlemen, I mean, we've got some more games coming up. We've got another qualification match coming up next. Let's have a quick brisk bracket update, though, and show you exactly what we have got to come, of course. Congratulations to Cloud9, who will be on the right-hand side of your screen there. You can see them in kind of an off yellow. I'd say a brisk yellow, we'll call that. They're qualified. They're our first qualifier here from the Central region, taking down Flyquest 3-0. Up next, we will have Evil Geniuses taking on King Doom. And I've had a few rumours that some people kind of favouring King Doom in this one, so this could be a very close series. And then, of course, at the bottom there you see Flyquest. They've got one more shot at qualification against Seoul Esports. So, gentlemen, EG versus King Doom next is going to be an exciting one.
They definitely surprised us during that reverse sweep of Allegiance. We thought they were down and out after 2 games, and then kind of out of nowhere they threw all caution out of the window, challenged everything in front of the net, won a lot of them, and they took it in 5 games. So all credit to them, and we'll see if you can repeat that performance versus Evil Geniuses.
Well, of course, we always want to hear from you guys at home as well, so use that hashtag UOS2 to get involved. Let us know who you think is going to be our second qualifier of the night, and of course head over to Twitter and follow us at Universal Open to keep up to date with everything that's going on with Season 2 of the Universal Open. But that's going to do us for match number 1. Congratulations to Cloud9. Actually, it's not going to do us. We've got an interview. We've got an interview. That's right. You thought that we were going. We're not going. But we've actually got we've got Gimmick, I believe, who's going to be on the line for an interview. We're getting that set up at the moment, but that's going to be exciting to hear from the guys from Cloud9.
It's a rarity. It's a rarity that it's not Torment. So
you two are licking your lips at this point.
I think Shogun and I are just as surprised that you were like, "There's an interview," and we're like, "There is."
Well,
okay.
That's going to be awesome to hear from the Cloud9 guys. Obviously, a dominant performance from them. If you're just joining us, they are our first qualifiers from the Central region for tonight. But just before we do obviously get Gimmick on the line and hear from him, let's talk a little bit about this next game because, some people are favouring King Doom a little bit here. Obviously, EG you would presume would be the favourites, but some whispers on the internet, which is the place of truth, as we all know.
You've never heard anything wrong on the internet.
Exactly, the internet is the place of truth, as you say. But this is going to be an interesting matchup, I believe. Yeah,
King Doom, King Ranny and Doombug make up the amalgamation of the team name that is King Doom, and yeah, they played a pretty great series versus Allegiance. A tough road back. They made it. And now you're going against Classics and Corrupted G, and it's tough to say what you're going to get out of that, because Corrupted G likes to take a lot of shots, Classics like to take a lot of shots out of the midfield, and I actually don't know what to expect out of that one. We've only seen one series out of King Doom, so I think I need a couple games under my belt. After 2 games, I'll have a much better sense of how I think they'll stack up, but, you know, that's easy to say. We've seen 10 minutes of the play between them, so I have no idea what to expect out of King Doom today.
By you, Shogun, what are you expecting from this next series? Are you expecting a tight one, or are you expecting one team to roll the other over?
So it's kind of curious because there's going to be 2 different perspectives coming to this one. From King Doom, this is their opportunity to take down Evil Geniuses and move on to the next round. But for Evil Geniuses, they've never liked the idea that they are not up there with, you know, the Cloud9s. They watch this later on and just say, well, why are we not getting spoken as if we're just going to, you know, roll over these people? And that will annoy them. Which is the way they play best. You know, Evil Geniuses. Evil Geniuses are, I would like to describe as the chip on the shoulder of North America.
I like them already.
They are the team that are out there to prove to people that they are top level, and they are top level these days. So I feel like this could actually end up being a 3-0. They are not. Evil Geniuses will not take anyone lightly, purely because they're not done yet trying to get themselves to the very top of the mountain.
Okay, well, good news. We have, I believe, Gimmick on the line now from Cloud9, our first qualifier of the day. I can't speak, Gimmick. Hopefully you can speak a bit better than I can, but congratulations. You can't hear me? Oh, no, Gimmick.
Oh,
okay.
Can we do an interview out of yes or no?
He can't do yes or no anymore.
He can't hear us.
All right, who here knows sign language?
But I tell you what we can do.
Oh,
Bear with
this
us.
is great. This is great. This is great. Where's the cards?
Can you see this? Gimmick, can you hear this? Can you see that?
Congrats.
Yeah! There is no way.
There's no way it's going to work.
That I can ever fail an interview. I will always get something out of someone.
You're a wizard. You're a wizard on set.
Okay, let's see what we've got here. Stay.
Okay. You gotta cross out the first one.
Congrats, you have to feel. How do you feel? I feel good.
You've got to give us more minutes.
Yeah,
Come on, Gimmick. You've got to give us a little bit more than that. Is that all you've got? Okay.
All right,
This is
pass
gonna be
it. I got a good one.
Okay, Shogun's got one? Okay.
Yep.
Got one more.
Oh, I got terrible handwriting, though.
Oh, this is gonna be great. I can't even read that.
Oh, really?
I'm kidding. Oh, okay. Okay, I can see where you're
There
going
we are.
with that.
There. This is a very simple question I've got for them.
Oh, tilted a little bit.
King Doom is easy. It's easy. Classics is
EG
gonna
all
pop
the way.
off.
EG? Okay.
DG all the way,
Classics is going to pop off.
Nice.
Okay.
All right.
Obviously-
You need another one.
We've got one more.
There we
other
go. One more.
One more.
The other
Okay.
question is obviously.
Gimmick, by the way, you're doing very well.
This is 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10.
These are the only questions we can ask because I can't do anything else and write it out fast. So it's
We need
gotta
a
be
paragraph right now.
a pre-written.
We need
paragraph.
like a town. No, not a council.
All right, we've got one more.
There we go.
EG versus.
No, it's
EG.
Flyquest. It's Flyquest.
I can't see the other one, but EG.
Flyquest.
Right,
What
go.
does it say?
Get the taller person.
There we go.
FQ
Flyquest.
versus Soul Esports.
Yeah, there we go.
I don't know who FQ is, but
Flyquest.
probably
Oh,
Soul.
Flyquest.
I've played them.
Flyquest.
Oh, Flyquest.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably Soul. I think Soul.
Soul. Okay.
I played them
Okay.
ranked.
All right.
A
I
lot,
think.
so.
Well, thank you, Gimmick. Thank you. You've done really well. We've got one more question that we could try and ask you. Let me do it.
Shoutouts.
We've got one more.
Shoutouts.
If you put the word fans with a question mark.
You got it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Final one.
Any shoutouts? Shout out to my mom.
Yeah.
Shout out to Torment.
Shout out to
He's
Torment
cool.
and of course Mother Gimmick, who's obviously doing a great job of building a fantastic Rocket League player for us. So thank you very much, Gimmick. We're going to say goodbye. You've done very well there, but apologies for everyone at home for not having the best interview, but it was definitely entertaining. So thank you very much, Gimmick. And congratulations on qualification. We have absolutely killed that, by the way.
That was good.
I'm just saying, there's... God damn, we're good.
You can give us any situation right now, and I can guarantee we could react.
We're like,
roll
we
with
get
it,
to talk
punch.
to
You know,
Gimmick
I
and
wanna
pick his
give-
brain a little bit.
I want to give a shout out to whoever did that paneling next to him. That actually looked
the
really good.
soundproofing?
Yeah.
Gimmick's got a beautiful
I have no
little
way you
setup
can
there.
get pink soundproofing. I've genuinely don't know.
I thought I've looked everywhere.
Well, you don't know.
But anyway, that's going to do it for us for now. We're going to go for a very quick break. It's the end of our game number 1, of course. Congratulations to Cloud9. But when we get back, we're going to have our game number 2. And it's going to be, of course, a doozy.